Most people wouldn't think twice about a regular 1982 Jefferson nickel. It's just a 5-cent coin, right? But here's the twist. Some of these nickels are actually worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars today, depending on a few key details. And in this video, we're going to break down exactly what those details are, what to look for, and how much these coins are really selling for right now. Let's jump right in with this first coin, a 1982 Jefferson nickel, minted in Denver. This specific coin was professionally graded by PCGS at mint state 66, and what makes it even more valuable is that it earned the full steps designation on the reverse. Getting a coin graded is often important, but it's not always the right move. In fact, grading can cost more than the coin is worth, unless you already know it has high value potential. So if you're just sending any nickel to be graded, you might end up losing time and money. That's why knowledge is key. The grade scale tops out at 70, with higher numbers indicating better condition. In this case, mint state 66 is already an impressive score, and because of the full steps designation, this coin brought in a final auction price of $372. Now let's pause for a second. What are full steps? Look at the reverse side of the coin, where Jefferson's home, Monticello, is displayed. At the base of that building, there are small, narrow steps. Those steps are often weakly struck or worn down quickly in circulation. But when they appear sharply and completely defined, usually requiring 5 or 6 visible lines with no breaks, that's what we call full steps. Collectors absolutely love full steps coins because they prove the coin was both well struck and well preserved. And that demand drives up the value. Big time? Just how much? Let's look at the next example. Another 1982 D nickel, very similar to the first, same mint, same full steps, but this one is graded just 1 point higher at mint state 67. Believe it or not, that tiny bump in grade brought the price up to $1,080 at auction. That's almost triple the previous coin's value. Why? Because once you get into these ultra-high grades, every point counts, especially for coins with full steps. Next up, let's talk about the Philadelphia minted version. These 1982 nickels have no mint mark, so you'll have to check the location and details closely. This one was graded MS66 with full steps, just like the Denver coin we saw earlier. It ended up selling for $329. But again, here's where things get exciting. When you take the same Philadelphia coin and bump the grade up 1 single point to MS67, the value jumps dramatically. One of those sold for a stunning $120. Yes, over $3,000 for a nickel minted in 1982. And it gets even better. Here's the top of the line. A 1982 Jefferson nickel from Philadelphia, graded MS67 plus with full steps. That plus is an extra designation given to coins that are almost perfect, but not quite a full MS68. And because of that extra quality and some beautiful natural toning, this coin sold for a jaw-dropping $12,600. Let's talk about that toning for a second. Toning is the natural coloring that appears on coins over time. It's caused by oxidation during storage, and it can result in all sorts of shades: gold, purple, blue, even rainbow tones. While toning doesn't always raise value, in this case, it added to the eye appeal, making the coin more attractive to serious collectors. Just think about that, $12,600 for a 5-cent piece. That's the kind of hidden treasure you could find in an old coin jar or inherited collection. Now let's shift gears and take a quick look at a different kind of 1982 Jefferson nickel, one from the San Francisco Mint. This one is a proof coin, which means it was specially made for collectors, not circulation. It was graded a perfect proof 70 by PCGS. Proof coins often grade higher because they're struck multiple times with polished dies and handled more carefully from the start. Because of that, a perfect 70 grade isn't quite as rare for a proof, but it's still impressive. This one sold $4.51. So while it's not a massive value like the mint state full steps coins, it's still a nice return for a 5-cent piece. Now, let's take a step back and think about what all of this means. If you come across a 1982 Jefferson nickel, here's what you need to look for. First, check the mint mark. You'll find it on the right side of Monticello on the reverse. D is Denver. No mint mark means Philadelphia, and S is for San Francisco proofs. Second, check the condition. If the coin looks fresh, uncirculated, and has full details, it could be a good candidate for grading. Third, examine those steps on Monticello. If they're sharp, uninterrupted, and fully visible, you may have a full steps coin, and that's where the value lies. Remember, only uncirculated coins qualify for full steps grading. If your coin has been through circulation, if it's worn or scratched, it probably won't be worth sending in. But if it's mint state quality and has the steps clearly visible, it might be time to get it evaluated by PCGS or NGC. Need this coin? A sharp, uncirculated 1982 Jefferson nickel with full steps, especially an MS67 or higher, could be worth hundreds or even thousands depending on the exact condition. I appeal. In current market demand.so the next time you see a Jefferson nickel from 1982, don't just toss it in with the rest. Take a closer look, because your spare change might be hiding a collector's dream. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button. It really supports the channel. Subscribe for more tips, and don't forget to check out our upcoming video where we'll dive into another overlooked nickel that's turning heads at auction. Until then, keep collecting, stay curious, and always check your change.